that was playing hip hop, reggae, calypso downtown was Club Motions on Mackay Street, and I started there in 1994, and that's when everything really took off at a different speed. That's when slowly but surely I became a household name.
All right, so we need to expand on that a little bit more. What's it like in that vibe? Why is this so significant? You know, a little bit more about what it is to be that DJ.
Well, like this is the Apollo for DJs, right? Like once again, you're gonna hear the name DJ Tough come back a lot because he was like a foundation of the urban scene in Montreal, right? So he was the resident DJ there. Donald D, who went on and is still one of the record label people at Warner. The two of them were the DJs there at the time, right? So like this was like you had to have your A game. You couldn't be trying to DJ at this point. Like they were very, very selective to who they even let in the club to party, much less who they let play.
We gotta pause for a second. What's the difference between an amateur DJ and an A-game DJ? Because if you were to ask me, I don't know that I could even answer that question a little bit. It's just, to me, they're all doing things I can't do.
In other words, you do what you do well. Like you could be an amateur DJ and be real dope because, you know what I mean, every master was once a student. But like at this point in time, like you got to come in and you got to deliver. There's no, you come in and your mixes are offbeat or you lose the dance floor. That's it. Like you're gone. Like they're not just putting anybody there because it was the go-to spot. People were lining up to get into this club. DJs, every DJ wanted to play there during this time. So they had the pick. They weren't taking anything less than what they considered like, you know, A level. So.
Are you like lugging crates around full of records? Can we talk a little bit about the literal logistics of being a DJ? I do know what this is, but I'm asking this in a more like stupid kind of way for the sake of, again, anybody in the future that we can all learn from your expertise. Walk us through like what it's like to be a DJ logistically at this time.
So we're talking about the mid 90s now, right? So it's clearly pre-Serato, pre-laptop DJing, even like pre-CD DJing, more or less. So on average now, if I'm going to go and DJ a club, I got to pack. I started off with milk crates. Like literally, we would go in the back of the Couche-Tards in the depths, grab up a couple of milk crates when they were in the lane, throw them in the van and drive off. Because where else are you going to get milk crates from, right? You can't go and buy them in the store. So you'd have to wait until the depths of the grocery stores put them out, and that's how we got our milk crates. So, boom, I'll pack up the milk crates. You bring 3 or 4 milk crates to a party. The funny thing, and every DJ that carried crates will tell you this, everybody was your friend at the beginning of the party. I used to walk in with my 2 empty hands. Your friends are more than willing to carry the crate because they're walking past the line. It's like a parting of the Red Sea when the DJ shows up. Everybody sees the DJ and who's with the DJ, and you just walk in. At 3 o'clock now, those friends are just giving you a bounce saying, man, it was a great night, and you're left with those 3-4 crates yourself. I'm not saying that happened all the time, but it did happen, right? But I can't be mad. At the end of the night, people are tired. They don't want to be bothered. But so yeah, you had a crew, like literally, and some guys, they had a crew. Like they had a crew of guys that would just carry the records. You had guys that would carry you because you would have like 3 or 4 crates, and they had dudes that's what they did. They would just carry your crates for you. So logistically, I'm thinking, you know, if you know what a milk cart looks like, maybe about 5 of those. You're packing up about 5 of those, and maybe a bag to go and play a gig.
Damn. So you got,
that was probably.
No, I got a next question. Because I got like Spotify, so I can easily find what I'm looking for. How did you know where shit was? Like, I know for you it might be innate. I'm just like, did you have like a filing system where like you put certain types of things together so it was simple to like grab shit? Like, was there like a way to optimize that process?
Well, I'll tell you what. At home, I had everything broken down by genre and by alphabet. So like the reggae was in one place, the hip hop was in one place, and everything was alphabetical. But to DJ, I made my crates, like I said, I would make the reggae crate, the soca crate, the hip hop crate. But after a while, the record labels, there was a visual, right? Like I'm not scrolling, looking at files where you have to know what it is to find it. I would look at it and be like, oh, that white and black cover, that's Bad Boy. That's anything Bad Boy. Oh, this yellow cover, that's Snoop, or this, like, I got visual with it. I could just look at the top of the crate, and I knew where things were based on the record jacket.
That's amazing. So while you're doing your set live, right? Like, because again, like, I'm not a DJ. I fuck around and curate music is the closest thing I can call myself, okay? Like, and I'm terrible. I hit random. But, like, what's it like to, like, actually read a room and like, do that part of it? Because, a lot of us, we don't appreciate the DJ maybe because we don't even really know. I mean, I know. But, like, they don't necessarily really know what the fuck you're doing while you're looking at the people. Like, walk us through a little bit of that, like, reading a crowd and just knowing what it is to pick the right records and shit.
A good DJ, and you have to be aware of your crowd. A lot of the times as DJs, and if a DJ is looking down, that's a problem right there. A DJ has to be scanning the room, and you read the room. You feel people's energy. It's very important. An art that I find is lost is that people come out so late. We miss that whole setting the vibe from like maybe like 10, 11 o'clock. Everybody shows up at like 12:31 and they want the party to be lit right until 3 o'clock. And then they're mad when the lights come on. But for me personally, like it just comes natural. Like you put on some stuff and you'll see people at the bar when they're getting comfortable, like they'll be tapping their foot or they'll just be nodding their head. So you're like, all right, I'm gonna give them a little more of that. You might put something on and you see like the whole room is cold, like there's no reaction. So you're like, okay, I'll pull back from that. And then it's a game. You just play with it like that. Like you can watch people's body language and you can get a good idea of what they're gonna like. And then, bless you ladies, because there ain't no party without the ladies. You gotta watch the ladies, because if the ladies are dancing, that's your job is more than 75% done. And you'll always have that group of girls that you'll see them vibing. And those are the girls that are going to come on that dance floor when nobody's dancing. And they're going to make everybody come on the dance floor. You know what I mean? So you watch the crowd and you can get an idea of what vibe to take it in.
And I guess in a sense then, if you're a regular at a lot of these places, you're going to get to know the crowd in a more intimate way. Because you're going to literally get to know these people. And know, okay, those are the ones I got to fuck with on this given night. Because every time those are the game winners. And you can start to be like hella strategic with it, right?
But you see, another thing too, Holden, that's changed was that in my early days of DJing, it was more our job to introduce you were a hot DJ if you could introduce new shit. It was hot if nobody ever heard it. It's kind of reversed now.
Whoa, like okay, let's talk about that.
If you were the guy that came and played the brand new Beanie Man or the Shabba that nobody ever heard, that was the shit. Like, that's what DJing was in that era. Like, you had to be the guy playing the shit that nobody else had, or be the first one to drop it. Like, the people in the crowd didn't have to know it. It was almost like being a part of something. The fact that you didn't know it, it was like, oh shit, I'm here and I'm hearing it here from this guy. Like, wow.
Yo, that's huge. That's huge. I didn't even think about that. Yo, shout out Adrian Frost, according to Wisebot. You're new on the stream. Shout you out. And all the other people. I see Lindell's there because, he's taking a second here. I saw Rico Blocks popped on. Yo, we still going strong, my guy. We going strong because you are that interesting.